What's up guys? In my last video I talked about a combo that I see represented at the high level but not so much the mid and low level. But today I'm going to be talking about a technique that I have only seen myself and nobody else do. So let's get into it. So what we've got here is a Falco shielding on the side platform. This could be any character, but this is a shield poke setup using short hop shine, which looks just like this. So what's special about this in comparison to a full hop shine is that you actually have a large frame window in order to sit here and actually delay this shine, as opposed to full hop shine obviously going a lot higher, Falco accelerating very quickly upwards, and that not being really something that's realistic. Now, of course you could hit somebody with this higher up shine, but part of the problem is that if you hit this shine, wave landing down takes a ton of time. Obviously you have all those air dodge frames that kind of make you triangle jump down to the ground, where if you delay this shine, you can still instantly double jump and wave land onto the side platform and continue to get conversions, all while poking at people on this side platform. Something I wanted to mention too is that this is a pretty Yoshi specific thing. I think it also works on Pokemon Stadium, so you can try it there too. And I think the reason that I don't see a ton of this on this stage is because people can just up-tilt shield poke here, and that's something that I think I see some people do occasionally. But what I learned about this through testing is I'm pretty sure it's actually a Z-axis setup. So if you up-tilt in one direction, it won't work, but in the other direction it will. I thought that was kind of an interesting quirk to point out. But also, percent-wise, obviously if the opponent's at 0, you'd rather get a shine than hit an up-tilt. And there's a few percents like that, and you can also shield poke with back air, but you don't always want to be back airing them. Sometimes you want to do a combo starter. One other thing to mention is that when you do this short hop shine, as opposed to a full hop shine, let's say that somebody sort of preemptively shield drops. If you do a full hop shine and you are going up past them, and they're shield dropping down, a lot of times you guys just cross each other up, or sometimes you even get hit because you put yourself above them. You're like going above them and then wave landing down into a Peach shield drop up air, or a Sheik, shield drop fair coming from above her instantly. But when you actually do the short hop shine, you'll find that you actually catch them shield dropping into you. Another thing to mention, because it just came up in these two examples that I showed, is that there are a few spacings where you can't necessarily just do shine whenever and it will shield poke. You actually have to time it in particular so that you're actually hitting the foot and not going just too high to connect with their shield. But in a real match, shield health is always going to be deteriorating. Obviously, this Falco, their shield health is not deteriorating at all because I set it up an Uncle Punch this way. But it's going to be much, much more consistent in a real match scenario. And like I said, you can hit this even on a Sheik with their shield at full. I chose not to show that in this example because I just wanted it to be consistent for the video. But any character, you can actually shield poke them with this, which is really cool and really effective. The frame window, by the way, is you can shine from the 7th airborne frame up until the 16th, and you can still reach this side platform with the shine and hit somebody. So I have a couple of things to show here in these recording slots. Let me just get this set up for you. In slot 1, I actually just wanted to combine my last video with this one to showcase how you can sort of combo off of this. Let's say that this is the scenario and you're jumping from the center of the stage into them. You can wave land forward off of this and execute a combo even if they DI off stage like this, right? So that's really nice. Obviously, if they DI'd in, you could still do some combos. And then in the second example, I want to show something kind of quirky with this as well, which is that I'm going to show this with the hitboxes on, and I'm going to go frame advance as well, actually. So to show this here, if you look closely at the Falco on the side platform, when they're dashing, they don't actually have feet. They have legs, but they don't have feet. And so when people and characters are running on the side platform, they're sort of floating above the ground. And this sort of works out in a weird way with the short hop shine occasionally, where if you go for the short hop shine, sometimes they'll be floating above that shine. This is just kind of an unfortunate inconsistency with the shine. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad to go for against moving opponents, but it just might mean that sometimes it might miss if this is the case. And this is another reason, I guess, against it, and to instead do full hop shine. Doing full hop shine definitely has its uses. One of those uses is sometimes you want to be attacking sort of in this zone. Here, let me just show this real quick. I want to turn back on the display. I want control of my character again. Sorry to do this. But sometimes you want to be attacking this zone sort of out in front of the platform, right up here. And this is going to require you to full hop. Obviously, if you want to catch somebody short hopping off the platform for around this height, or if they're running off the side platform, full hop shining is a great way to attack this space right here, which is awesome. But this short hop shine can definitely be used for pokes and for people standing on the platform that you think are going to be standing there. Let's say sheep charging needles is a great example. Couple last things that I wanted to mention here is that you really need to make sure that you don't fast fall when you go for this. If you fast fall, obviously I can't even do it accidentally, but if you fast fall, then you can jump up and you'll be too low to shine, obviously. So what I do is I actually hold down while I jump in early enough that I'm not fast falling, and then I can just click B sort of when my character overlaps with theirs, and it makes it very consistent. And the last thing to mention is that if you notice, Yoshi's actually has this slant here, and this can make things really awkward because it actually makes it so that there's maybe like one frame here. I actually got it. There's one frame where you're high enough up to get this shine. Yeah, there it is again. But it's very, very inconsistent. Whereas if you do it from the top of the stage where it's not slanted downwards, you can get very consistent pokes, even if they're like pushed to the opposite side of the platform. I can try and show this if I can line up. Yep, there we go. So there's a couple things that you need to keep in mind in order to make it consistent, especially with your tech skill and holding down early enough. But this is sort of a quirky thing that I feel like I don't see a lot of people doing that I think has a lot of value, and I've never seen it before. Maybe try it out for yourselves. If you guys have questions about it, feel free to leave a comment. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.